praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. All right. The Lord, the priest is going to wake up. Okay, the priestesses and all that is going to wake up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Right? They over here partying it up. But like I said, we ain't going to have another. It's been 221 years. 221 years since the creation of the Haitian flag, right? Now, here's the cold part about it. Right now, we got people who is not Haitian at all, from all nations over this world, trying to have a council and figure out what we're going to do with Haiti. What the hell we need a council with any goddamn body else for? 200 years ago, we didn't need a council. We didn't need America, Canada, France, Kenya. We didn't need none of them to tell us what to do or how to govern ourselves or how to obtain our freedom. We didn't need nobody else. How is it right now in 2024, we're going to let the Americans and the UN try to tell us what needs to happen in Haiti? Who needs to be the next president? We don't need none of that. It's their intervention that's got our country the way it is right now, man. Right? We celebrate Haitian Flag Day. When this flag was made, it was the French flag with the white taken out to symbolize the eradication of the indoctrination of the so-called white man and the power of the so-called white man. So how is it on this day we still letting him have power and that we're letting him make decisions over how our country is governed right now, man? Right? That's why that recent revolution, even though yes it was violent, was beautiful in a sense because it was a rejection. Listen, Ariel, we know you're a goddamn puppet, man.
Right.
We know you're an instrument and a tool of the white man, and nigga, if you set foot back in this island, we burning the whole thing down, man. Right? Because that's how we get the job done. 200 years we've been getting the job. But why is it we still letting foreign powers come and dictate what's going on? Right? Why is it that a Jewish man is the richest man in Haiti? How is that possible? That a Jewish man, ain't no Jewish people in Haiti, the Jews, the real Jews, but a Jewish man is the richest person in Haiti right now. How is that possible? How have we let them come in here and do that? Give me Deuteronomy 28, the stranger among me. Right? This is how we've allowed that to happen, man. Through sin, through violating the laws of God. What we look like, the priests of God, breaking the laws of God. Hold for me, Malachi 2. What we look like, the priests of God, violating the laws of God. Somebody explain that to me. Read that.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 43. The stranger that is within thee
Read on.
shall get up above thee very high.
The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high. A Jewish man is the richest man in Haiti. Read it again.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 43.
Read on.
The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
So a Jewish man that wandered down to Haiti somehow, some way, right? And got up above us very high to where he is the richest man in our whole island. We are living in unprecedented poverty, inhumane conditions in poverty. And this man just happens down there and becomes the richest person in the whole country, right? That's the fulfillment of the curses of God, right? Hold that, jump to 15 real quick.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Read on.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
If thou will not listen to the voice of God, read
to
on.
observe to do all his commandments and his statutes,
Read on.
which I command thee this day,
Read on.
that all these curses shall come upon thee.
God said if you're disobedient, if you don't follow the laws of God, you will be cursed. Right? This is way colder. You can't pay. You can't go to the botanical and pay for a curse this cold. You can't pay for it. You down there trying to curse somebody. You down there trying to deal with different deities and spirits and nah, man. When God curse you, that's indefinite, it's emphatic, and nothing you can do about it. He chooses if that curse get lifted. He said if you sin, right? If you disobey my law, statute, commandments, you will be cursed. All these curses will come upon you, right? Jump back to 43. Let's read what one of them curses is. Go ahead.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 43.
Read on.
The stranger.
The what?
The stranger.
That rich man that is the richest man in Haiti, he is a stranger. He's not the same as us. Read on.
That is within
He done came and got within us. He done came down to Haiti. Read on.
That is within thee should get up above thee very high.
And he came up above us very high. He became the richest man in our country, and he's strange to it. Right? Read on.
And thou shalt come down very low.
And we came down very low, so low that we are the poorest people on this side of the earth. Right? We came down very low. That's what happened. Now look at us. We're looking at Biden like he's Jesus Christ. Oh, Biden. Right? Niggas gonna be so mad coming over and Biden get out of office. Oh, Biden. Right? That's not Jesus Christ, man. Ain't no reason, but there's a movement of people online that said it's gonna take Haitians to save Haiti. Right? And they're right. But how are we gonna save Haiti, right? The brothers building canals, that's a beautiful thing, right? But canals ain't gonna save Haiti.
Right.
Right? The commandments of the Most High is what's gonna take to save Haiti, to save the Haitians, right?
That's right.
Right? That's what it's gonna take. Not a canal. It's gonna take coming back to who we are as the priests of God.
Right.
Not just any old body. We're talking about the priests of God. Right? Where we at?
Verse 23.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt come down very low
Uh-huh.
to him.
Right, we don't. What, listen, let me explain something to you. Right, a little known piece of history. It occurred in 1914. Right. Let's talk history. 1914. You know what happened in 1914 in Haiti? The United States Marine Corps, in collaboration with City National Bank, walked into the Haitian treasury, took everything out of it. Right? Go, what's up, King? Okay, he speak Creole? Go ahead.
Ok. Somebody dit, vous t'es simple, vous comprenez? En Bible, il y a les peuples Israël, right? Nous-mêmes, nous Haïtiens, nous sortis en tribu Lévi. Vous comprenez? Prenez l'histoire haïtienne.
In 1914, the United States Marine Corps, City National Bank, they walked into the Haitian treasury. They took all the money out of it, right? Read that verse again. Was that 44?
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 44.
Read on.
He shall lend to thee.
He said what?
He shall lend to thee.
Read on. What?
And thou shalt not lend to him.
See that? So now they control the banking system. We once had our own banking system, had our own monetary system. They walked in with the force of the United States military and stole that from us in Haiti, right? But what is that again? That is a curse of God, right? Again, a curse far more powerful than you can go pay for at the Botanical, right? We're talking about a real curse from the Creator, from the Almighty, from the Most High, right? A real curse. And if we don't come back to our God and keep His commandments, we're going to stay cursed. We're going to stay looking to somebody else to lend to us. People outside of us are going to be able to come within our country and prosper above us, man. Who the richest man in Haiti? You know what? He's
Right.
How is it possible? How did that happen? It's simple, through sin, right? From our people violating the rules of God, that allowed that man to come into our country with our immense amount of resources and exploit them and exploit us and become rich, become wealthy, become powerful, while we starve, while we beg, right? Well, we don't even know what it is to have functional electricity, plumbing, etc. We're living so far in the past. Meanwhile, these other people are able to come into our country and become rich, right? What enriches our people in the country? Those of us that come over here and send the money back, right? Meanwhile, a stranger, a Jewish man, could come off into Haiti and become a multi-millionaire, right? That's all because of sin. Let's read.
And he shall lend to thee, and thou shalt lend to him.
We ain't lending to him. Go ahead. He came and took what we had. Read on.
He shall be the head,
Uh-huh.
and thou shalt be the tail.
So now we're looking at the country as in disarray. Well, what's going to happen? Other countries, America, France, Canada, they're dictating what's going on in our country. They're governing what's going on in our country.
Right.
How is a foreign country, right? Last I checked, we got independence, freedom, liberation from France over 200 years ago, right? I see it, it's on your clothes, 1804, right? That's not a random sequence of numbers. That symbolizes something. That symbolized a victory over the most powerful Europeans on the planet at that time. Right? So last I checked, the goddamn Frenchmen have nothing to say about what we got going on. How is it he's a part of politics and what's going to happen with the future of our country? Last time I checked, the United States of America wouldn't be half the goddamn size it was if we didn't hand the French the ass whooping that we did in 1804. Right? So where the hell does the United States of America get off telling us a goddamn thing? Right? But here we are, looking at them. Canada's a joke.
Right?
There's nothing but France and Britain's little punk kid, little soft kid. Wimpy white boy. That's what the whole country of Canada is. Where do they get to tell us what to do? They don't even got guns in their country. Right? Some of them lock a weekend and them up, they was shooting up Drake's crib. Hold on, wait a minute. Where y'all get a gun from in Canada? Thought it was no guns. Alright? We all got cousins in Montreal, beat the hell out them police, man. They don't got guns. Right? But how is it that Canada gets to dictate what happens in Haiti? France gets to dictate what happens in Haiti. The United States get to dictate what happens in Haiti. Right? How is it that other people have power, influence, control over us, and we supposed to be free, independent, liberated for over 200 years? Right? America, what is that? When they came out in 1776? Right? They don't got 30 years on us. This country does not have 30 more years of independence than we do. How do they get to tell us what to do? How do they get to dictate the program in our country? It's very simple. Because of sin. Because unlike all of them, we, as the so-called Haitian man, woman, and child, we are God's chosen people. Right? We are a royal priesthood. And because of that, we got a contract, a covenant, an agreement with God that we got to listen to him and follow his rules and directions. And if we don't, it's going to go bad for us. That's called reprisals in the world of business. There's reprisals. There's repercussions, consequences for violating God's rules. Right? And one of those repercussions and consequences is that a Jewish man will be able to just happen into Haiti, become the richest man. They were able to come into our bank, steal all our money. Now we got to go beg them for money. Right? Uncivilized, satanic, disgusting. But if we don't repent and come back to the laws of God, that's not going to change. That's not going to change. Right? Go ahead.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 3 and 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
See that we're supposed to be free, we're supposed to be liberated. 200 years. I can't tell though, right? Because we're not a department of France like other countries. Guadeloupe, Martinique, they're still subject to the French. But we got them dictating us, along with the Americans, along with the Canadians. Like we're a department of them or something. Right? But what we got to realize is no matter where we are right now, we are still yet this day in our captivity. Right? Just because we don't got to cut sugar cane for the cracker no more don't mean we're not in captivity to right. And if we weren't, he wouldn't be able to dictate a single thing in our country. But he dictates every damn thing on the highest political levels in our country. Almost every official that has came and sat and reigned over Haiti as president has been a puppet and somebody under the thumb of the damn white man. Well, how is that possible? How does he have that power? Right? And it's very simple. Because of sin. Because of wicked man and their love for sin. Right? And their refusal to repent and come back to the laws of God. Right? They're refusing to love their own people. Right? Because if you love your people, like you say you do, like you claim to do, like you pose to do, you wouldn't sell your people out. Right? Yet and still we got people, corrupt people getting in power in Haiti and just want to sell out Haitian people. Want to sell our people up the river so they can just become the richest Haitian. That's crap. Go ahead.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 3 and 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
That's what we got to wake up to. We are yet this day in our captivity. Read on.
Where thou hast scattered us.
Where what?
Where thou hast scattered
That's
us.
something we're going to have to wake up to, because Haiti is a place we were scattered to as the priests of God. We were scattered there. Right? Go ahead.
For a reproach and a curse, and to be subject.
It said, and to what?
And to be subject.
And to be what?
And to be subject.
And to be subject to what?
To payment.
To what?
To payment.
Now we're subject to payments. We're subjugated. The first round. Some of y'all gonna blow that rent money partying Haitian Flag Day. Some of that rent money gonna be gone partying this weekend. Then Memorial Day is next weekend. Oh man, y'all gonna be broke, right? But we're subject to payment. The fact that we're subject to payment, the fact that we were subjugated to having all the money in our treasury stolen over 110 years ago, the way we were, that shows you we are yet this day in our captivity. That we're supposed to be liberated, that we're supposed to be free. We still have other people dictating us, ruling us, right? Controlling our monetary system, controlling the industries in our country now. Right? Go ahead.
To be subject to payment.
Read on.
According to all the iniquities.
According to what?
According to all the iniquities.
That's what we have to remember. We're subject to payments according to all the iniquities. What are iniquities? Sin. Right? What is sin? Breaking the commandments of God. Violation of the rules, regulations, and instructions of God. Because of the iniquities, read.
Of the iniquities of our fathers.
Of what?
Of our fathers.
So we have to understand at some point, going back to the sister earlier, dealing with the ancestors. And when Africa didn't have a book, but something was going on wrong that allowed this to happen, right? And it was because the book wasn't there. Right. Because we only had the parts of the book that we carried over and we watered down and we start practicing in our own way. That's what you see in West Africa. You see the things that are in the Torah and in our history, but you see them in different ways, and all of those ways are not consistent and on code, right? So that's where the sin is, right? And that sin then lets and allows and empowers another group of people to come against us and takes our power from us, right? And that's why we're in this position right now. Let's read.
Which departed from the Lord our God. It's the book of Haggai, chapter 1, verse 6 in the CEV. You harvest less than you plant.
It say what?
You harvest less than you plant.
You harvest less than you plant. Meaning we work hard, but we don't really yield the reward of our labor. Right? Read on.
You never have enough to eat.
It say what?
You never have enough to eat.
Read on.
Or drink. Your clothes don't keep you warm. And your wages are stored in bags full of holes.
Meaning we are in a disposition right now, socioeconomically, where nothing that we do is enough or makes sense. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 7. Think about what I have said. But first go to the hills and get wood for my temple, so I can take pride in it and be worshipped there.
So the Most High said, now look at the situation that you're in. You don't have enough. You know why? Because look at what you've done to me. You've neglected me, and that's the problem with so many of our people, is we have neglected God, right? We want to neglect God, then we want to look to Him and ask Him for everything for ourselves. Meanwhile, we are neglecting God, right? That's something that we have to stop doing. And how you neglect God is when you don't follow His instructions, right? How can you tell me that you love your parents and you're not neglecting your parents, but you don't follow the rules of your parents while you live in their home? Well, here's what I'm here to tell you. Everything is under the dominion of the Most High. Right. So everything in that context, in this analogy, is living in the home of the Most High God. Right. So we must mind the rules of the Most High. Right? Then we wonder why things are all messed up. We going to church, praying on our knees, putting money in the plate, but ain't following nothing else in the scriptures. The Bible told you to do more than pray and to give. He told you to do more than pray and to give, you know. He has a whole long laundry list. We had a brother earlier say, man, he ain't giving a grill, man. He don't care what nobody say. Well, brother, when the judgment of the Lord comes upon you, just remember that griot was better than God. Right? That's what's wrong with our people. They think griot is better than God. Chitlins, shrimp, better than the Most High. Right? That's madness. It's ludicrous, but that is the choice, the decision that so-called black and Hispanic people make every damn day. Right? So we got to come back to serving the Most High God in one of all things. Now, who we serve in one of all things? According to the curse, according to fact of life, we serve our enemies for one of all things now. Right? We going to work for somebody else for everything we want now. Right? Shalom, brother. We go to work for somebody else for everything we want now. Right? If we want to have a nice car, if we want to smell good, if we want to dress nice, we go and work for somebody else. Right. What's going on, sis? All right, you have a question, or you just when you look at this, like what you?
No, I have friends that
That are Israelites.
I know I'm an
Okay.
Israelite.
You know you're Israelite.
I know that.
Are you gonna start living it?
Right. I do live it. I'm out here with my sister.
No, I'm not saying nothing wrong with you being out here with your sister. You live it. You the diet. You live in the dietary law. Okay. All praise to the Most High. That's beautiful. Where you from? You from here? Ryan, you don't go to the congregation, anything like that?
So I don't have time for it.
Man, see that you gotta have time for it though, because that's a part of living it.
I just had a kid, so it's like being a mother and working and
No, I'm with you. I understand. I understand. I understand. Well, just keep walking your walk, sister, and grow, man. And just stay down, man, because the reward is real close. All right, all praise. Pleasure meeting you, sister.
My son never be no him.
Okay, all praise, all praise. Go ahead.
Verse 9. It's the book of Haggai, chapter 1, verse 9 in the CEV. You expected much, but received only a little.
See that? You expected much, right? But we received little. And it doesn't mean that you should lower your expectations. The Most High is showing you this right here to say you expected much, but I gave you little, and there's a reason. Because you're lacking in a certain area. Read on.
And when you brought it home, I made that little disappear.
And so when you brought it, that little that you brought, I got rid of that too. Just to show you something. That you're leaving something undone right now. Right? And what is that thing you're leaving undone? The work of the Most High. The commandments of the Most High. That's what our people, so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people who are the Israelites, that's what we're leaving undone right now. The work of the Most High. The word of the Most High. Read.
Why have I done this? It's because you hurried off to build your own house.
Everybody focus on themselves. God said, I dried you up because you're focused on yourself. You're not focused on me. Your focus is on yourself. It's all right to build your own house, but not at the expense of the Lord's house, though. Right? Read on.
Of yourself, while my temple is still in ruin.
He said, my house is in ruin. You get to have your big old house, and my house is in ruin. What sense did that make? For my house to be in ruin and your house to be beautiful. Right? I'm God. Read.
Verse 10. That's also why the dew doesn't fall and the harvest fails.
This is why I got you cursed right now. This is why it ain't making sense. This is why the math ain't mathing for you in the labor that you're doing. It's not working because you're not focused on my temple.
Right.
You're not focused on my house. You're not focused on me. You live in me undone. But you're doing everything else. Right? Read on.
Verse 11.
What's going on, brother?
And so,
What's going on, brother?
my command.
Hold on. Yeah, what's going on, brother? What's going on?
She wants to know what color Jesus Christ.
Let me get Revelation 1.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse.
Hold on. On you parle créole?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Okay, but mucho bahay. So repeat. This is Revelation 1, start at 13. So, sa madame, di mo de ki jan Jésus semble un Bibla. Pas le mot de ki jan Jésus semble un Bibla. Porque nous connaissons. Un pays nous est même Haïti. Yo ba nous photo ça. Yo si ouais photo ça terre. Regardez photo ça. C'est pas que ça yo ba nous. Yo si c'est ça de Jésus. Porque yo te en Bibla, moun sa Bibla. Ouais. Pas le mot qui jan Jésus semble en Bibla. Nous Revelation 1 start at 13. Malmoto. Tu connais ces vérités que nous besoin, nous connaissons peut-être. Comment est ça?
Okay, man. Okay, Vinny, what's the question?
She said her son was into the truth.
Okay.
She wanted to find a school for him, but she wanted to know a little bit more about it.
Okay. Do you have any specific questions?
No, not right now.
Okay, but your son is, how old is your son?
28.
He's 28, right? Okay. So he's looking for, you looking for a place for him, or he's looking for a place, or what? Okay, what area y'all live in? North Miami? Okay, we got a school right on 153rd. 153rd, right there in North Miami. We'll be there tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm doing a special lecture just on Haitians being Israelites. Tomorrow, 4 p.m., right? Go ahead, give me where it say with a voice, and this is the way walking in it, right? Give me that real quick, right? Because it's very important choosing a spiritual home, right? Because every home is not for everybody, right? So I want to read this to you real fast for your son.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 21.
We know.
And then in thy ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way.
Read on.
Walk ye in it.
That's important, because the Spirit is going to tell you where you're supposed to be, right? So I definitely want to encourage you to have your son come out, come to the school, and if the Spirit is going to compel him, that's going to be his home, right? So everything we just emphasize, everything is led by the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, we got a Rob?
Yes, sir.
Give her the information for the school, because she's right there in North Miami, right? She's right there in North Miami. All praise to the Most High. That's a beautiful thing. What's going on? Y'all got a question? You said what? No. You just listening? Okay, all praise to the Most High, man, right? So going back to where was we at? We was at Haggai 1. Because I want to talk about that. But I just realized, too, this street right here named after a rabbi. That's crazy. That's wild, right? But the whole point is, going back to the curse. Matter of fact, we doing 2844 again. Right, let's go back into these curses, man. Because it's evident that there's a black cloud over us to some certain degree. And there's a reason behind it. So let's delve back into that reason through the Spirit of the Most High. Let's go.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 44. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
He shall lend to thee, but thou shalt not lend to him. Meaning they're in control of the finances in our banking. Let me ask you something. What race is the richest man in Haiti? Jewish. How is that possible? How did we let that happen? Right? Read 43. I'm going to show you how that happened. Now, go ahead.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 43.
Read on.
The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
It said the stranger was going to come within us and get above us. Very high. Read on.
And thou shalt come down very low.
And we came down very low. Right? So that's how the Jewish man could just show up in Haiti and become a millionaire, and we're in poverty. Right? 15.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Read on.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So God said if we didn't listen to his voice, read.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
Read on.
That all these curses shall come upon thee.
So God said if we were disobedient children to him, we'd be cursed. One of those curses is that somebody was going to be able to come amongst us and excel past us. Right? So this is the evidence that we are God's people. Matter of fact, give me Isaiah 41:10. We are his witnesses. Right? We are the witnesses that we are the chosen people of God. Because everything he said he was going to do to his chosen people, that happened to us. Right? If not, who? It didn't, Yitzchak Rabin Boulevard, it didn't happen to him. They own half of this damn town. Right? Meanwhile, we work in the town. They own the town. We work for them in the town. Right? See how that works? Go ahead.
He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
They're in charge of the finances. Read on.
He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
We didn't came the bottom. They became the top. We became the bottom. Go ahead.
Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee,
Read on.
and shall pursue thee,
And shall follow us. Meaning, here we are in Haiti going, you know what? If I can just get to the Bahamas, it'll be better. I seen on the news of the Bahamas, man, they going crazy. They want to ban Haitian Flag Day in the Bahamas. Right? They want to hate us in the Bahamas, our own brothers, right? We said, well, I'm going to come to America. It's going to be so much better if I can just get to America. Guess what? That curse going to follow you to America. Go ahead.
shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
Until it destroy us. Right? Go ahead.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
The only way to fix this is to come back to the laws of God. You got that precept? Go ahead, read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 43 and verse 10. Ye are my witnesses.
It say what?
Ye are my witnesses.
We are the witnesses of the Most High God. We are his witnesses. They got a whole church called the Jehovah Witness Church. They have another identity theft. Right? We are his witnesses, black and Hispanic people. Read.
Said the Most High. And my servant, whom I have chosen.
Right? We're his chosen. We are those witnesses. We are those servants. Right. We are the proof that there is a God. The fact that there can be black and Hispanic people, that's proof that there is a God. Right. Just first off, look at the glory and the wonder and the amazing creation that we are. That's proof that there's God. But then look at his word and who suffered exactly how his word said his chosen people would suffer. That's even more proof there is a God. Right? Read.
That ye may know and believe me and understand that I am he. Before me there was no God formed.
Right, go ahead.
Neither shall there be after me.
See, everybody want to find their own path. But he's saying that you may know and understand that I am he. Right? When are we going to get it through our heads that he is the only power source that exists? We trying to come up some other way. We trying to go do something sneaky, worship another deity, make some secret sacrifice, think that serving the damn devil is what's going to, nah, man. Right? Well, I don't want to. I don't want to tell me a brother came and told him, man, the only way out of this is serving Lucifer. Negro don't even know who Lucifer is. That's another problem, right? That was it on that? Right, go ahead back there.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee.
Read on.
And shall pursue thee and overtake thee.
And what?
And overtake
and overtake us. Read on.
Till thou be destroyed. Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
All this is about disobedience, man. Read.
To keep his commandments.
So what?
To keep his commandments.
Read on.
And his statutes, which he commanded thee.
Read on.
And they shall be upon thee.
And they what?
And they shall be upon thee.
This is the key. This is what proves. This is what identifies us as the Israelites. It says the curses shall be upon us. Read.
For a sign.
For a what?
For a sign.
So that's the sign. Who is God's people? Well, the curses are going to be on God's people. For what?
For a sign. For a wonder.
And they just wonder at it. Wow. Look at these people. Look at how they live. Look at the conditions, the dire straits that they come from. How is that even possible, man? How can anybody survive what they survive? How can anybody endure what they have endured? How can anybody go through that and create what they are creating actively and have since they've come into contact with us? It's a wonder to them that we can be subjugated to all of these curses right, survive and even thrive within them. That's a wonder to the world, right? They try to tell you different building structures, monuments. This is the first wonder of the world. The Eiffel Tower, the goddamn Sphinx. Those are the wonders. No, the wonders of the world are black and Hispanic people. That's the wonder of the world, man. Right? Read on.
And upon thy seed forever.
For what?
Forever.
Forever. Meaning until we come back to the commandments of God and reverse this curse is going to be upon us and upon our children forever. Right? People talk about, man, we breaking generational curses. No, you're not. It sounds cute. It sounds good. It's hot on the social media scene now. So it's good for you to say, oh, we breaking generational curse. You don't know the first thing about it. Right? You don't know the first thing about it. You don't even understand the origin, man. It's something in problem solving called root cause analysis. You have to analyze the root of the problem in order to effectively solve the problem. The root of the problem is sin. Right? What is sin? Transgression against the law of God. Violating God's rules. Very simple. That's what the root cause of all of our problems are. Right? Give me that in Joshua 1:18 again.
It's the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth.
Read on.
But thou shalt meditate therein day and night.
It say day and night. Read on.
That thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous.
If we observe to do all the laws of God, then we will make our way prosperous. That's how we're going to get prosperity. Right, read?
And then thou shalt have good success.
And this is how we're going to be successful.
Right.
Through keeping the laws, the statutes, and the commandments of the Most High. This is how we are going to have success. Right? Through doing that very thing. Right? Not through any of these other means. I remember I went to the botanical one time. They had the money, the spray. You spray this on you, it's going to attract the money. And we'll fall for that. Yes, I spray this on you. The money is going to come to me. It's going to be a magnet. No. You want the prosperity. You want the success. It's simple. The laws of God. That's the simple solution for all of this. That's the simple solution to fixing the problem that we have. Black people, Hispanic people, Native Indian people, Haitian people. That's our problem right now. We got to get away from sin. And once we can come together and function as righteous upholders of the laws of God, man, we're going to be unstoppable. We're going to be even more unstoppable than we were during the revolution. Right? We're going to be an even stronger force than we were 200 years ago.
That's right.
Right? I'm going to show it to you how, though. I'm going to show you how. Because in 1804, we had an amazing man, one of the greatest men of all history, Dessalines. Right? And what happened after that, after he declared, he got backdoored. How long did that last? 2 years? And Dessalines got backdoored. So that shows you that as strong as we were, we still weren't strong enough because we still had that disunity there. We still had an evil eye to our brother. He's still like, you know what, now I want the power. I don't like the empire. I want it to be the kingdom of Haiti. We don't want an emperor. I want a king. I'm going to be the king. We don't kill this nigga. Right? And this silly ass Benedict Arnold ass nigga that backdoored Dessalines, he thought the white man, which is because the white man was still on the island. How was he still on the island? Because those were the French man's babies on the island, right? What's this nigga? Pierre Boyer. Who's the other nigga? It was two of them, right? Tears, so-called French babies, right? They were still on that island, and they were able to say, yeah, you go ahead, you backdoor Dessalines for me. Right? You right? Bishop, right? Which you still got a town named after this nigga, right? So that backdoor happens, and he thinks they can back him. Then they immediately backdoor, they turned on him. It was a civil war, north and the south. during that time. So that shows you, as strong as the forces we were, we still wasn't strong enough. We still had weakness up in there, but I'm telling you, if we come back to these laws of God, there is no weakness. There is no weakness that can't be exploited. Read that.
It's the book of Psalm chapter 127 verse 1. Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain.
Man, if you build it, if the Most High God is not with your establishment, you are laboring for nothing. Read it again.
It's the book of Psalm chapter 127 verse 1. Except the Lord build the house,
Read on.
they labor in vain that build it.
Everybody who's laboring to build a house that God is not establishing is building for nothing.
Right.
They labor in vain that build it. Read on.
Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh but in vain.
Oh, go ahead.
Verse 2. It is vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrows, for so he giveth his beloved sleep.
Right. So that's the problem right now. Our people are not showing their love to God through keeping His commandments. So now we're laboring in vain. We're watching in vain. Right? We're stressed out. That's what He's talking about. He said He gave His beloved sleep. Right? People mad, I'm asleep sometimes. Right? I gotta get some sleep. I'm His beloved. He gotta give me some sleep. Right? Slept all the way here. He ain't there ready to go. Right? But the whole thing is, but we're laboring for something that's not vain. Because we're looking to build the Lord's house. Everybody else is looking to build what exactly? Their own house? Right? Caesar Borgia, the white Jesus house? That's whose house you're looking to build? America? All that's vain. You know what's getting ready to happen to America? Right? You better go ask the Russians what they got.
Right.
The Russians got something for all of these great, they done made, look at these buildings. Look at them. Every one of these buildings, that's the Intercontinental, that's an amazing hotel. We stayed at the one in LA last week. Amazing hotel. Everybody who built that hotel did it for nothing. Because the Lord getting ready to bring all this down.
Right.
That's what's going on with Russia, right? Russia, the British and the Germans just essentially admitted that NATO is in war with Russia right now. They're doing drafts over there in Germany. They know what's coming, right? And who do you think do you think Berlin is going to be the target of, now they might send a missile over there, but that's not what's important. I'm going to tell you what's going to be a prime target of Vladimir Putin. The first thing he's going to do, he will call these Russians, because the Russians own a lot of stuff up around here. If people ain't familiar, the Russians got power in Miami, right? Oh, they got power. But he going to make the call, and all of a sudden you will see a lot of Russians start disappearing up out of Miami. Where'd they go? Where did the Russians go? Then all of a sudden the Russians going to go and a missile going to come. Boom. It's going to be a fireworks show that day. That's what's coming to this place. So that means everybody who built all this stuff here, built it for nothing. They labored in vain. And you got our people that want to come and build with these people. Dedicate their lives to building these people and establishing their kingdom. Right? And not realizing it's for nothing. It's for naught. Go ahead.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 1, verse 3. And it reads, in 1 verse 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly.
Right. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. Right? Now, the majority of our people out here, they're not really blessed. But some might think they're blessed because when they got some money, right? So some people think that gain is godliness. And the Most High will bless you with money, monetary things of that nature, but that's not everything. And just because somebody has that does not mean that they are walking uprightly with the Most High. This is why you see some of these rappers, they get their little money, but they always in trouble. Look at NBA Youngboy right now, man. They're trying to pick on him. They got every time they get a probation, the feds coming, the local, right? He's going through all this hell, right? Because he walks in the counsel of the ungodly, right? Go ahead.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But His delight is in the law of the Lord.
That's right. His delight is in the law of the Lord. That's what our delight should be. That's what we should take pleasure in. That's what should make us happy. The law of the Lord. Because that's what's going to prosper us. That's what's going to liberate us. That's what's going to cause us to manifest our kingdom, our dominion, our rulership in this earth. That's what's going to do it. The law, statutes, commandments, and faith in the King, the anointed, the only begotten of the Most High, who the world calls Christ, and Mashiach Yahweh Shai. That's what's going to do it. Finish that.
And in his law doeth ye meditate day and night.
And that's what we should be thinking about. God's law. With that, I give all praise, all glory to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Pass it to the next speaker.